Hey, Soul Fam. I have to have my doors closed because it's hot. It's hot. Summer's hit Sedona. And I've had my gardeners out there and they keep going by with the blower. And my puppy. I have a new puppy, you guys. Oh my goddess. I needed another dog like I needed a hole in the head. But Bea fell apart. I was fostering Bo. I showed you Bo. And I fell in love with Bo. He was amazing. And when he left, Bea went into this dark depression. She went into my bedroom, didn't come out for 3 days. She would come out and then go back in, but she would come out, check under the dresser, check under the bed. He wasn't there. Check in the backyard. He wasn't there. She went to all the places he was and he wasn't there. And she was so depressed. So I went to the Humane Society in hopes of getting this little Australian Shepherd. And I said to Spirit before I went, I want a very clear, definite sign that this is going to be amazing or no. And I said, I want him to fall in love with her, just be super sweet and snuggly and wonderful, or else, right? They bring him out and he's beautiful. He was just beautiful, really nice little size. And he literally bit the fence to get her. I'm like, okay, it was bad. And they said, unusual behavior for him. He'd never behaved that way. He was great with kids and dogs, but I said, that's okay, it's my sign. And then they said, just like they did with Bea, I went to get a black retriever once. I drove 2.5 hours to get him, and when I got there, he wouldn't have anything to do with me. And I don't force the situation. You know, if an animal is meant to be with me, they'll make it clear. And so I said no, and I was really disappointed. And they said, would you look at this little girl? No one's asked to see her in 3 weeks. And I was like, oh, I'm really disappointed. I really would rather just not. You know, the place was closing. I was going home. Same thing. Anyway, out comes Bea. And I had already been given her name by Spirit on the way up there. And I called her name really quietly, kind of hoping she wouldn't respond. And she whipped her head around. And she became mine. And I became hers. And so this time, I should give your items to choose from. Freya with her chariot that's drawn by 2 Norwegian forest cats. This is me. Dragon. I have Kuan Yin, and this is the dragon that walks next to Kuan Yin. Also me. People say, why does it have to be all about you? Because it is all about me. Everything that happens in my world is about me. Just like everything that happens in the world is about you. It's our journey, right? So why I would have things that reminded me of my life, my path. This is a God box. It's a seer. For one thing, I put things in God boxes that matter to me. This is Palo Santo, sacred wood. Oh, good thing I remembered that it was there because I haven't burned it for a while. Maybe we'll do that while we're doing the reading. And the giraffe is a seer. They're able to see into the future. So those are items. In any case, this little guy was crazy, went all over the place. And so they said, would you like to see Wallaby? That's what they called her. And I said, not really. And they said, oh, she's been here a month. And I'm like, oh my goddess. So out she comes and she ran right to Bea, rolled over on her back, totally subservient, licked all over my face. And I thought, oh my goddess. And I didn't take her. I waited. I said I needed a sign. I needed a very specific sign. And I did readings and I waited. And the next day, like 5 minutes before closing, the sign came. It was a red hawk because I am the red hawk, the messenger. I work with Archangel Gabriel. And that was my sign. And I called them and they said, oh, we're closing. You have to come tomorrow. So then I waited all day. I didn't call. I thought, you know how sometimes when you bring energy to a situation, there's movement then. Once it's been stagnant, but then you bring energy. It's like when you organize your cupboards or clean out your closet or clean your house. Anytime you do that, you move the energy around. And so a house that would sit empty for years, if somebody goes to look at it, all of a sudden there will be people looking at it. There was 3 for that one. I take them all? Yeah? All right. And so I kept delaying. And I got delayed but not forgotten. And then while I was sitting there, a friend of mine sent me a message about something. I don't even know what it was concerning. But I had just said, I don't know if I don't need 2 dogs. And the message was, I think you need more than 1. I'm like, okay, really? And then what were the other signs? Because sometimes we can misread our signs, right? So then I have this deck. I think it's this deck. And it says, if you're looking for a sign, here it is. And then another one, it was the snow what is it? The Snow Angel from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. It was pretty funny, actually, when you look at it, because she's standing with her hand on her hip. And this is your angel. This is your guide that you've been asking messages from. And she says, it's not that you haven't seen the signs, it's that you're not trusting. So yeah, you want us to bring you more signs? So I finally got one. Stop delaying, go for it. So I did it. So I'll show her to you in a minute. She's snuggling with her little toy. So for those who chose Freya, definitely yes. The answer to your question is a strong yes. Wow. That's the kind, I got that too. That was one of the signs that I got, which was pretty funny, right? Because how can you argue with that? So, I mean, there it is. I mean, if you've been waiting for a sign, here it is. It's hitting you straight in the face. The other message is what you're thinking about will definitely happen. And also, even though Spirit's giving us this confirmation, like they're telling you, believe in unicorns. Do you believe in unicorns? That's magic and miracles. Unicorns, angels, fairies, dragons, it's all spiritual energy, right? So you can bring this about more quickly by paying attention to the way you think, the way you speak, it's affirmative. This is affirmative. And so now you say, yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is affirmative. So if you've got a strong feeling that's guiding you to do something, call someone, text someone, email someone, message them in some way, the answer is yes. If you get a strong nudge to go to a certain place, the answer is yes. Follow your inner guidance. Your intuition is on point. And Spirit says, we'll guide you in the direction that's in your highest good. So like for me, I was like, I have cats. She can't be, eating my cats. She's chased them, but she's getting better. She can't be peeing in the house. She's peed in the house 3 times, but I think we've got it down. I don't want her to bark. She's barked a few times, but I'm trying to have her not bark. Bea's not a barker. So sometimes it requires a little effort as well. But the message is about putting aside any doubt, any worry, any concern that you might have, because the situation is going to be better than you expect. So imagine that it's already happened. Stay filled with hope and take the action steps that you're guided to take. You'll get more, right? If you're asking for guidance, you'll get it. All right. I chose Freya, didn't I? I choose them all. I will be God's honest truth. I know that they're all my messages, so I take them all. All right. For those who chose the dragons, this is carved soapstone dragon. There's its head right there. You can see it. We got 3. The answer is yes. Again, the answer is yes. Your intuition is correct. Take action right now. Make a date with a friend. Arrange to go out with someone. Hang out with new friends. And Spirit says, know that you deserve it. You deserve the best. Nobody is worthy of any more than you are. So right now, it's, goodness sake, 2nd in a row, the answer is yes. So maybe you hold back. Don't hold back due to pride, or don't hold back due to ego. If you want to, I just made a new friend, and I actually sent them a message, and I never do that. It was a guy, and I never do that. But I felt like there was what is the word? A symbiotic kind of flow. I don't know. There was something. I do know. Spirit guided me. Spirit told me this person was coming. They said a traveler is coming, and anyway, he's a nice person. I don't know him very well, but this is obviously a message to get to know him. Allow yourself to get to know him. Because why should you be by yourself? Why shouldn't you go out and enjoy yourself? The answer is yes. Man, am I making this about me? I guess, right? I don't know, because I guess the reason I'm saying I didn't want to. I've kept myself pretty much an island for the last 9 years. And Spirit said it's time to stop. Keep being an island. It's time to come out. It's time to allow yourself to enjoy friends. I'm not saying that I'm hitting on the guy. He's just a nice person, and we got a lot in common. It reminds me of the music. That makes me emotional. I miss the music. My friends in Wisconsin, remember I lived there. If you followed me for long enough, you know my friend Troy. I used to go to his gigs all the time, and I miss the music. I miss my Uncle Phil and all my friends, V and Greg and Early Thomas and the Steelbridge Song Festivals. I miss the music. So this person plays guitar, and I woke up this morning and a video popped up, and he was playing a Johnny Cash song, and I said, wow, it's so nice to be serenaded first thing in the morning. It was to everyone, you know, but it just popped up on my feed when I opened my Facebook. I was trying to stay quiet because I'm trying to keep her in bed when she wakes up so that she knows that if I want to stay in bed, I'm allowed to. Anyway, I said, it's nice to be serenaded in the morning. I miss the music. This song is making me sad too. Sorry, not sorry. That's another message that Spirit's giving me to share with you, is that if you feel something, speak it. If you have tears that want to come, let them flow. Be authentic. So many people are not authentic. So many people hide who they truly are, you know? But Spirit says, if you don't feel that you're worthy of manifesting a new friend or someone that you can enjoy music with and have fun with, I don't even know how long this person's in town. He's a traveler. But I'm calling it in. I've been actively calling it in. So, Alex, thanks for showing up, because I've missed the music. So, if there's anything here specifically, like a manatee, the manatee totem comes to mind. I'll put that with the comments. There's always comments in these videos that I post. If you don't feel that you're worthy, you're not going to receive. It has to do with what you believe. I'm worthy. I am worthy of the absolute best. No one has anything more to offer than I do. We just have different gifts to offer. So I thank you for the gifts, and I thank you for showing me that I'm worthy of friends and fun and play. And what else? It could be telling you that there's new friends coming into your world, right? It's time to take some time off from work. I work 24/7, and I took off a day yesterday. I did work. I did work in the end a little bit, but it's important. I keep getting this message from Spirit that it's time to go have fun with a companion, a new friend, an old friend. My best friend Serenity just went back to California, and I miss having a friend here. But when you play and when you laugh, it lifts your vibration, and it lifts the vibration of everyone else. So creativity as well. I got this cool wooden coyote at my friend's garage sale next door. An older lady and her husband are moving away, and she had all this cute garden art. I have so much. But it's a coyote, and it's howling, and it's got a scarf around it. Kind of reminded me of my friend Troy. His band is called Coyote Ghost. Yeah. So about the yes movement. It's about movement. Like, you're fairly certain about your next move, about your next course of action that you need to take. And Spirit says this is wanting you to trust it fully. Let go of any fear of making changes. You will not get 100% of the chances you don't take, right? So I got to practice what I preach, because I've told my clients, stop being an island, get out there, meet people. And I'm going to a solstice event on Wednesday night. I got to get a puppy sitter, but I'm going, and I'm starting to go more. It's fun when I get there. Oh, wow. This is awesome, you guys. For those who chose the God Box, the seer. Wow, there's an S on the cheek. I never saw that. I'm the seer. You'll be triumphant, dude. Dude from Dudesterville, you are triumphant. Whatever this is, triumph is on its way. Victory. This is the white horse moving forward. She's pretty excited about it. This is beautiful. Your desires are going to manifest, and the obstacles that maybe you've been seeing or have been in your way, they've been temporary. Spirit says a lot of times we have divine detours, right? Delays, but they're delays for specific reasons. Spirit knows what they're doing. So even if you feel like there's challenges in front of you, those are just an illusion. They're going to disappear very soon, Spirit says. This horse has got a tail like my new little girl and like my cat Merlin. I love steampunk, and Merlin, and when I saw her, that's one of the things. It's like a fox's tail. I have a fox sitting at my front door that looks like her. Foxy. I was going to call her Foxy, but Raven. Her name is Raven. I am called She Who Walks with Raven. These are my Raven talismans. So the illusion. Don't worry about whatever it is. Just let it go. The more you worry, the more you bring energy to something you don't want to manifest, right? So stay connected to your guides, and when you feel stressed out, ask for peace, ask for calm. When I went to get her, I was so stressed out, I cannot tell you. My stomach was in a knot, it was nervous, and I was like, finally I said to myself, for God's sake, Relax. You'll know when you get there. Maybe it's not, it's a no-go. And that's why when he bit the fence, I was like, yay, it's a no-go. And then she came out and I was like, oh my gosh. Something else, right? Like, I've got 7.5 cats and 2 dogs. I need land, baby. I need land. Or I need to own this land. Either works for me. So, Spirit says you'll know when you the thing about this coming forward, and the fact that you might be nervous about what's going on or about a certain movement forward, Spirit knows that we do better when we're at peace. And I'm a spiritual teacher. This is my path. It's not just a job. This is my path. And so if I'm stressed out and worried, I shut down or I close up. I'm not the bright light that I need to be for everyone else. So when I'm in a peaceful setting, when I'm happy, when things are calm for me, I can help other people. I've been through enough, right? It's blessing time for me, right? I've done the work. I have done the work. You don't even want to know my stories. But I have to have those stories so that I can understand to work with the ones who are now coming up through it. I know where you've been because I've been there. And if I can do this, you can do this, right? So Spirit's saying that right now. Focus on staying calm, asking Spirit. And I've straight said to Spirit, look, you know what? You want me to do my job? Then you need to make my job easier. I don't need to work harder. And they said, no, you need to work smarter. And so what I do is I delegate authority to my spiritual team. I require this in order to be at peace. I require a stable, solid, safe home. I require my bills to easily be paid. I require people around me that are of high vibration. I require friends. I require music. I require dancing. I require climbing. I require playing. I require things that make me happy. I require my body to be fit and firm because I'm very active and I need that, right? I had to climb a tree this morning, 25-foot tree, to get my cat that was in the tree. I'm going to show you my little girl. This is Raven. Hi, Raven. Do you want to say hello? Hi. Do you want to say hello? She's a retriever mix, a red retriever. Yes, you want to say hello, Raven? I love her little fluffy head. Yes, and this is Bea, her girlfriend. You want to come outside and see how beautiful they look? I'll show you my tree I climbed. It's a gorgeous day. Gorgeous day in the neighborhood. Gorgeous day for feeling good. That's the tree. See the purple tree? I had to go all the way to the very top where my cat was. In a dress. Not this dress. It was a short dress, and my gardeners were coming in. I didn't need them to see a bird's eye view, but he was crying. He'd been up there for quite a while. So I'm grateful. Wherever you are, go outside and say thank you. Thank you for what you have. Be grateful for where you are until you get where you're going. Peace and love and light.